reading for today was Status of Women in U.S. Media. So I just wanted to start with the quote from Gloria Steinem, who is one of the co-founders of the organization that did the report. So looking at, when men or women turn to or on the media, yet fail to see women in our true diversity, there's a sense that all or some women literally don't count. It's crucial that the media report and reflect, not conceal and distort. So this idea of really talking about representation and how we get representation in front of the camera is dealing with issues of representation behind the camera. So kind of bringing back two of these ideas that we talked about when we covered newsworthiness. So agenda setting and priming. So with agenda setting, remember this is the idea that the media kind of tells us what to think about. So the only way we know what's happening in the world is by the media covering and talking about things that are going on in the world. So the only way we find out what's going on in South Korea is because the media is covering what's going on in South Korea. And so similarly, kind of going along with agenda setting is this idea of priming. So the media doesn't just tell us what to think about, it also to a certain degree tells us how we think about it. Even when we disagree with the media, we're disagreeing with the standard that the media gives us. And so when the media covers a topic or a person, a political person, or an issue in a negative or a positive way, we evaluate, we based our understanding of the issue off of kind of the media's interpretation that it gives us. So this is why when we talk about like partisanship in media channels, particularly news channels like CNN or Fox, what we're really arguing about is how people are being primed by the media. So we covered all this with newsworthiness. And so the part I wanted to add on today is we're talking about issues in hiring and diversity, is this idea of gatekeeping. So essentially that there's a process of filtering prior to the media's distribution. So it's not like everything that is newsworthy is automatically covered by the media. There's active decision making that we've been discussing that goes on in deciding what's important. So the gatekeepers are the people who actively make these decisions about what gets covered by the media. So I just want to take a second and have us kind of brainstorm and talk about like who would count as gatekeepers in some of these categories of media. So when we're talking about news, when we're talking about broadcast, we're talking about film, who are the kinds of gatekeepers that we tend to think about?